Well, for me, I felt, since I was a kid, I knew exactly what I want to do in life. I've always been a sports person. Played sports throughout my younger days, 5, 6, 7 years old, and then obviously I became interested in sports, talking about sports, drawing sports. There were no computers then, so I used to draw football figures back in the day. Michel Platini, Mexico '86, Emilio Butriguino, Spain '82, that kind of stuff. So, I played the sports. I used to like reading about sports, the back pages of newspapers back then, and then obviously drawing sports. So that's where the whole design thing came about. So, I played football to university level, but growing up was really nice because I had a lot of people, and there's a lot of sports back then, unlike what we have right now, where spaces are being used to build houses and recreational centers. Virtually every school, when I was growing up, primary school had a sports field, so everybody was engaged. Where I lived, the staff quarters also had sports facilities, so it was kind of easy for me to just assimilate into the system like that, just like other friends and other kids around the block at that point. So it was really nice growing up. And so I grew up in the staff quarters in a teaching hospital, so my dad wanted me to be a doctor, obviously, or something around the medical sciences. So that was, as a child, that's what my parents tried to put me through, to be a medical doctor, because my dad was a hematologist. So, it came going on like that. But at the point, your first love will always keep drawing you back, and that's what happened. So primary school sports, did high jump, long jump, sprints, and then continued like that until I got to secondary school, and that's when I started seeing how my path was going to be. I was in the press club in school. I was always the one reading the sports news. During breaks, you always see me in the staff quarters going to check newspapers, back pages, to see what's happening in the sports world, who is scoring what. And this is in the late 80s and early 90s. And so that's how I developed interest from that point. When I was a teenager, I just, my mind started tilting towards sports. I actually wanted to play sports professionally, especially football. I got to a high level, but it didn't work out eventually to go pro per se. I played amateur in Zaria with FC Nasara, and then a few other clubs too, before I left Nigeria for Oman and then came back. But before then, of course, I was in university, still doing my sports. I started writing for a few newspapers around the north, and then I did my internship with NTA Jos, where I was one of the co-presenters for their football program on Thursdays with Aliu Madaki. And, so it just kicked off from there. And then gradually, started pushing through, did radio rounds in Jos, Zaria, Kaduna, that kind of stuff. So it just started building up, especially on NTA. That's when people started recognizing me in 1999. And then I went for youth service in Sokoto, came back, was still doing my sports, writing for different people. You get paid 800 naira for this, 750 naira for that. It wasn't really bad. And then I think my journey proper professionally started in 2003 when Emeka Nyadike, obviously I was looking for someone in the north to join his team. That is Kickoff Nigeria anyway. So at that point, the All Africa Games was happening in Nigeria. And Emeka Nyadike called me up and asked me if I could go to Bauchi to cover the football event. South Africa was playing in Bauchi. And I said yes. So that's how I started. And then gradually picked up from there, got involved with the MPFL, reporting for people, going to games, cover games. Then at that point, social media started popping up and all that, Facebook and all. And so, I just started my social media journey. Of course, I was still writing for people, doing a bit here and there for Kickoff magazine. And then Emeka Nyadike left Kickoff, went to the US, to South Africa, beg your pardon, started work with SuperSport. And along the line, he got hold of me. He wanted to form a SuperSport Nigeria team, supersport.com/Nigeria. And so he reached back to me. And, that's how the journey continued. I was with him, SuperSport, for about 6 years, from 2012 to 2016. and 2012 to 2018, and did a whole lot of stuff. Again, by that point, between 2003 and 2012, I was writing for Football Speak, a blog in the UK, and a few other sites here and there, just freelancing here and there. And then obviously after that, I got appointed as the media officer of the Under-20s in late 2018, or was it early 2019? From there things kicked off again. So it was been a good journey, to be honest with you. Been attending different tournaments, covering games for the Nigerian Football Federation, for the league management company, and so it's been nice. 2017, 2018, I also got a call from Unduka Irabo. Sorry, was it 2016? Call from Unduka Irabo. So started a bit of work with the league management company, and then it became more serious in 2018, 2019. One of the social media handlers, or will I say the curator or the vendor for the league management company. I'm also the editor for mpfl.ng. That's the website for the MPFL. And also, because of my dexterity and, what I do, Demola Lajire, the director of communications for the Nigerian Football Federation, liked what I did for the team at the 2018 World Cup, because I put in a proposal and as I attached with the media team headed by Ayo, AY Sugar. And so we've been working since then, creating content around the Super Eagles, graphics, videos, that kind of stuff. And obviously, do stuff again media-wise for Miss Palace Football Academy. So it's been a long journey. There's been some back and forth here and there, but it's been good. God has been faithful. I cannot even lie. There's a whole lot of stuff that's been happening, but at the end of the day, it's been a good journey. I don't think I've started. I think I'm somewhere in between, and hopefully things will get to improve. So my advice to people is keep improving yourselves, keep the faith. Don't think because the day that you think that's when you begin to understand that you don't actually know. Be open to new ideas. Try to reinvent yourself, especially with social media, because that's the core of sports journalism now, as you can see with different outlets, and Fabrizio Romano and Gianluca De Marzio, all these other guys, So it's been a brilliant journey, getting recognized by people, getting recognized by social media companies, brands around, I never make money yet, The popularity is there, but the money is not there. But it's a good feeling, and hopefully things will fall in place. So keep grinding, keep believing in yourself, be open to new ideas, be humble, listen, and then the sky won't be the limit. I think it will be much more above that. So that's my story. Thank you.